It seems that this week of news has been all about merging unions and a lot of court cases. And it continues, but this time, when it comes to SEGA of America, we have a union within a union of a company. Let's take a look at this article from Polygon to talk about SEGA of America unionizes with a winning vote. Let's have a read. SEGA of America union workers win union vote. And that is by Allies, and that is by Nicole Carpenter, written on July 10, 2023. I meant to cover this, but with all the FTC stuff, I had to wait. I had to put this one on hold. Let's read. Sega of America has workers voted yes to officially form a union. The National Labor Relations Board counted the vote group in mailed-in votes on Monday, with the Allied Employees Guild Improving Sega or AEGIS winning the vote. 117 votes were counted, 91 votes for the union and 26 votes against. Several votes were challenged and not counted. The unit will include more than 200 rows of SEGA of America's Irvine, California office. Communications Workers of America said in a news release. The union spans several different departments, including marketing, games as a service localization, product development, and quality assurance. The Irvine office, which opened in 2022, houses up to 235 workers. With this win, AEGIS CWA is the first video game industry union at a major company that spans multiple departments. Boston-based Activision Blizzard studio Polaroid attempted this earlier in 2023, but ultimately pulled its union petition. Next, the NLRB will have to certify the union before moving into bargaining. And here's a quote We are overjoyed to celebrate our union election win as members of AEGIS CWA. SEGA of America translator Angel Gomez said in a statement to the press. From the start of this campaign, it has been clear that we all care deeply about our work at SEGA. Now through our union, we'll be able to protect the parts of our jobs we love and strengthen the benefits, pay, and job stability available to all workers. Together, we can build an even better SEGA. We hope our victory today is an inspiration to other workers across the game industry. Together, we can raise standards for all workers across the industry. End quote. The video games industry union has been largely spearheaded by QA workers and indie studios, with indie Tender Claws Human Union leading the way with its department-spanning union. SEGA itself is headquartered in Japan, but its several localized offices across the globe. It's best known for its arcade video game franchises like Sonic the Hedgehog, of course, Yakuza, and Persona. Sega Sammy, the holding company for SEGA, and Sammy Corporation gave its Japan-based employees a 30% salary increase in February, but it did not extend outside of Japan. SEGA of America union members are looking to secure higher base pay, raises that meet inflation levels, improved benefits, and increased staffing to end overwork at the company. With this win, the video game industry unionization efforts have reached another milestone. The efforts kicked off officially in 2021 when defunct indie studio Vodil Games announced its union. Unions have continued to pop up across the industry at studios both big and small. In the years that have followed, the largest so far is the ZeniMax Media QA union that voted yes in January. Activision Blizzard workers whose company continues to be the subject of an acquisition effort by Microsoft, have so far formed 2 unions under the company. And we have just covered that very recently with the FTC news, with Activision Blizzard and Microsoft. Today's win by the SEGA of America is part of a larger movement of game workers pushing back on industry norms that promote brutal overwork, discrimination, and unequal pay. Just last week, a former employee at a Pokemon Go developer, Niantic, sued the company for alleged culture of gender discrimination and sexism that devalued women. With the seat at the negotiating table which a union provides, workers are looking to have a say in workplace operations and hold leadership accountable for issues like those alleged at SEGA and elsewhere. Here's a vote. Here's an update to the article on July 11. This was just a few days ago. So let's read this portion. Update on July 11. Following the vote, SEGA of America sent an email to staff acknowledging the result of the election. A SEGA of America representative also sent this email to Polygon. The full text is reprinted below. And we're going to read this. Today, we received tentative results of the National Labor Relations Board (NLRB) union election. Of the approximate 212 eligible voters, 139 employees participated in the election. The majority of employees who participated in the election voted yes and opted for unionization with the Communications Workers of America. The official outcome of the election is not yet certified by the NLRB. Any party may file objections to the election within 7 days of the vote count. Throughout this process, we have maintained a high level of respect for our employees' rights. We have provided factual information and answered your questions regarding what exchanges with a union. Our employees are a critical component to our success. While we believe that the direct relationship promotes a supportive environment, responsiveness, and a shared commitment, we respect our employees' rights and maintain our legal commitment to the NLRB process. We will update you when we have information about next steps. And that was the email written by the SEGA of America representative. And as you can see here, that was the vote 91 to 26. I believe that was the vote. And as we saw there here in the article, with unions being a big factor, unions are the new norm. Activision Blizzard is a union in itself because they are unionizing their own company. And of course, with Microsoft being involved, Microsoft is trying to acquire Activision Blizzard, which they are on their way thanks to the FTC win that they just acquired as well. If you guys want to learn more about that, please click the video on the left side of your screen to learn about the Microsoft FTC battle, because that is hard. That is an interesting one to cover. But as far as this commentary is concerned, with SEGA of America, this article is over. If you guys enjoy what you learn, hit that like, hit that share, hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you guys very soon on the RetroYuuki Gaming News channel when RetroYuuki 4.0 begins next week. I am excited. For now, enjoy, and we'll see you guys next time.